swinging over here to the deck project that we've been working on this morning. I've been out of here the last few days over working on finishing up one of the other projects that we have going on. In the meantime, the guys got all of the footings poured, set, all the buckets installed, and as you can see, they've got all of the beams pretty much hung to go ahead and support for running the joists on this thing. This is an absolute monster of a deck. Look at the size of these glue lamp beams that we're using to support this. This thing is not going down anytime soon. It's absolutely massive. And as you come down this side right over here and look straight down, that thing's about as straight as you could ever get it. That thing's sweet. How you feeling about this thing?
Oh, dude, I love this thing. This is one of the biggest decks we've ever done, and we've got a couple more coming on with other projects later on this summer. Oh, and Marvin here just did what I did yesterday. I did find out yesterday that this beam is tougher than my head. When I turned around, ran straight into it because
I kind of hope so, because this supports more weight.
Whoa, 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 whoa! This body's got to support that big head. Come on now. But no, it's a massive deck, and I love it. I love how it's turning out.
It's looking really good.
Going to the glue lamps, keeping everything one size, just keeps it cleaner.
Yeah.
And just, it's going to be impressive. Once the two-tone decking goes on it, the lower deck comes in down here. It's going to blow your mind.
I'm trying to figure out, so if there's like an earthquake or like a hurricane somehow up here, which one's going to go down first? Is it going to be the house or is it going to be the deck?
The back side of the house will stay put. The deck will be, will go away. The deck will stay.
Yeah, because this thing is...
The footings were massive. Follow along, go back and look at when we did the footings. The footings are 2 feet with a 10-inch floor, all kinds of rebar coming up, the skirts and everything. And you put all that in, and then we put 16-inch on the columns coming up. Yeah. That's a lot of concrete. We had almost 3.5 yards of concrete for all the floor.
Yeah, it's an absolute monster of a deck. But it's perfect because then it allows them to capture this wonderful view that we have out here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm excited to see this thing continue to come along and start getting the joists and everything else hung for this, because after that, then we can start putting on some decking and everything else. So it's coming together. It took a little bit for us to actually get here, but it's starting to get there and it looks wonderful. So with that, I gotta run, go do some office stuff. So I'm gonna leave you here with the crew, and I'll catch you later.
Last week, got everything laid up, all the beam structure. You see there, we had to do a double beam structure. The deck steps down right here. So right here where it steps down, that's where the stairs obviously come down to meet up the lower deck. So Marvin and Todd and the crew, we all just got done setting these little corner beam here. And then there's a little bit longer beam. Put the big beam up over here. A little tricky using the little Kubota, but we got it. Now they're just gonna start rolling some joists the rest of the day and getting that all ready. So we got a lot of the joists and stuff rolled. You see they're kind of looks like they're out of control a little bit. Some back, some not. What we do is we just run them over and then we snap, string line, and cut them so everything comes back nice and equal. Got Todd underneath here, setting up for getting our brackets in. The brackets do go underneath. We just stick them on top, so we got them in place, getting some of the bracketing done while I get the rest of the joists and stuff cut and ready. So it's time to get back after it. When you're building a deck this big, it's not a fast process. A lot of big, heavy beams. Those are glue lamps. You know, we had to have a lift to lift those things up in place. Some of them were over 1,000 pounds. 6x6 posts on adjustable post base with big monster brackets. You're doing something this size, you gotta meet the size make. Where it's got the 2 steps, because 2 different levels in this house. It actually used to be a duplex. It's converted back into a one house. So the deck steps from one to the other, so we had to build a wall to carry everything through. Todd's got this new tool. I'll tell you, it's incredible. It spaces your joist perfect every time without even thinking about it. You see that little thing? Right there. Right there, see it? Point it out, Todd. All right, check it out. That is the slickest tool. It's time to make some stringers. Been making some. Got a few set up already over here. So that's going up to the one deck. Made a set going up to the smaller deck. Made a bunch of those last week. Now we're getting ready to make the big ones. I've already cut 4 of them before I remember to bring this out. One of the things you want to do is make the first one, verify it works right, and then use that as a pattern. So that right here is my pattern. What I'm going to do next is put it on top of my next board and lay out the pattern. Once I'm all done cutting it, then I'll go ahead and verify that the pattern's the same. Because, you know, the wood will be different thicknesses and different heights. So by using the same pattern over and over, verifying it, then that makes sure that your stringers are all going to be the same. Not going to be having 1/2 inch off here, 1/2 inch off there, and monkeying around like that. So always use your same pattern.
Now that we got the stair stringers all hung up here, we're gonna go ahead and install some blocking in between. That way it gives it some added support and maintain its spacing.